Who said fun workouts and exercise were just for kids? Welcome to ZooFit, and if you're not having fun with your workout, then you are doing it wrong. We make fitness fun, engaging, and impactful, but one thing's missing, and that's you. Yes, you. Let's get a little wild together with Wildlife Wednesday workouts so we can eat clean, live green, and train positive. Welcome everyone to another Wildlife Wednesday workout. I'm PJ with ZooFit, and today is World Otter Day. Happy World Otter Day, everyone. So for today, we're going to do a super fun workout called the Tab-otter. So a Tab-otter is a Tabata workout celebrating otters. There are 13 species of otters. We're not going to do 13 different exercises. We're going to pick four special otters that are going to be represented in today's Tabata-style workouts. What's the Tabata? Tabata is a high-intensity interval training. It's going to be 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest. We're going to go through all four exercises, get a short rest, and then repeat that one for 8 full rounds of all four exercises. So again, Tabata can be done a variety of ways. This is just one version of a Tabata. So what we're going to be doing is each little set, each round is going to have 20 seconds of work for sea otter floaters. We're going to do the 20 seconds of work of Asian small clawed otter inchworms. Then we're going to move on to the giant otter amphibian crawls, and then closing off each round with the North American river otter river bends. So let's go over these exercises, get warmed up, and get ready for an Otter Day Tab-otter. All right, so our first exercise is the sea otter floaters. So sea otters are the only marine otter in the world. And also they're pretty popular you can see them around in California and sometimes even Alaska, floating on their backs. So we're going to stay on our backs, but then we're going to do something that sea otters are also known for. We're going to use tools to crack open our food. So we're going to bring ourselves up, and again, this is also known as an in and out. So we're going to bring ourselves up and come back down. So you can even kind of like pretend like you're cracking some shells on your chest as we're doing our sea otter floaters. This is going to be just a little fun. Yeah, we're going to work our abs today. Look at that. Sea otters have abs of steel, I guess. Yes. And next, we're going to have our Asian small clawed otters inchworms. So I've got a video here so you guys can see how otters can walk around on land. They kind of do a crunch crunch slide, as you can see what's going on in the video. So we're going to do something similar. Asian small clawed otters are one of the smaller species of otters in the world. They're pretty popular at zoos, so visit your local zoo, check them out. We're going to do what's called an inchworm, and again, just with a little bit of an otter flair to it. So we're going to hinge at our hips, keeping our legs straight. Hands come to the floor. We're going to walk out, come to that push-up, but instead of just pushing up, we're going to do a quick little slide with a swimmer, coming back up to that push-up, walking our hands in, and stand on up. So again, kind of simulating what you're seeing in that video, the crunch crunch glide, going up and having a little bit of fun with that. We're going to do that for, again, 20 seconds, 10 seconds of rest. Moving on to the giant otter, the largest otter species in the world, giant otter amphibian crawl. So otters, they're not like amphibians. They don't live a dual life like frogs and newts do, but they are, again, like beavers and hippopotamus. They kind of do dwell a little bit in both worlds. So we're going to start in a plank position, and like the amphibians, they live on both land and they are very connected to land and the water. So amphibian crawl is lifting one leg and opposite arm, opposite leg up to the sky, and then lifting the other opposite arm, opposite leg up to the sky. Trying to keep our ourselves a little bit stable. If this is too hard for you, we're going to be doing 20 seconds of work with very little rest between. You can come down on all knees and do what's called a bird dog. Opposite arm, opposite leg, but again, staying on your knees instead of up in that plank. And then we're going to close each round with the North American River Otter River Bend. This is another core exercise, so pace yourself a little bit. We're going to be, I call this the river bend because it's like we're in a canoe or kayaking down the river. So you can do this with your feet on the floor or up in the air, whatever works best for you, whatever feels right for you. But I'm going to do it with my feet up in the air. Chris has actually even got a water bottle. You can use that, or a weight if you want to, or no weights, just body weight. And we're going to twist from one side to the other. I'm kind of brushing my hands into the water, so I'm going down the river bend, just like river otters do. So this is going to be our North American river otter river bend. That's going to close up our Tabata. We're going to get a full 30 seconds rest plus a 10-second rest after that exercise. So 40-second rest. And then we're going to repeat that whole round. The sea otter floaters, the Asian small claw otter inchworms, the giant otter amphibian crawls, and then the river bends 8 separate times. So a 20-minute workout. You guys are ready? Let's go celebrate World Otter Day with our Tabata. All right, guys, we have our timer set. Once again, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds to go into the next exercise. If you need some modifications, I'll give it more of those to you as we go along. You guys ready? We're starting with the sea otter floaters. Let's get on our backs. 3, 2, 1. We've got 20 seconds of the sea otter floaters. Again, you can be cracking our shells. Sea otters are one of the few animals that use tools to get to their food. They're like chimpanzees and like us even. There we go. We're switching on over to our inchworms. Not much rest. Going to Asian small clawed otters. Again, bending down, coming out to that plank. You can go to that push-up, do our slide, and walk back up. If you can't keep those legs straight the entire time, if you need to place your knees down to do that push-up that's perfectly okay. That's like you. Moving on to the amphibian crawl. Once again, there's a couple modifications for this too. We're in that plank. Exercise 3. And we're raising one arm, opposite leg. Once again, if you need to, you can come down to your knees and do the bird dog. Woo. 3, 1, and woo. And last but not least, we've got North American river otter. River bends with or without weight, guys. You can even place your feet on the floor or pick them up. North American river otters are the species most of us are familiar with here in the United States. They're found around streams, rivers, and lakes. So we got full 40-second rest.
How many times are we doing this?
We're going to do this 8 times.
8 times.
That's 7 rounds to go, guys. Again, about 30 seconds, rest, tap out, kind of like that, what the sea otters do. We'll see how many facts I can get in 20 seconds each round. All right, guys, we're starting over in 3, 2, 1. Back on our backs over the sea otter floaters. Sea otters have the densest fur of any mammal. They have about 1,000,000 hairs per square inch on their body. Chris might have a little bit more hair. I'm kidding. We're going to the inchworms, guys. You can use this kind of as your breather too if you like to. Kind of doing a little bit of a stretch of our back. So we're doing a little bit of core with the floaters and the river bends. So use these inchworms as a way to kind of counter that hard core work. Stay in that plank position. I'm going to show you, you can modify by going to a bird dog. This still works a lot of our body. In fact, bird dogs are one of my favorite exercises to do. It works my shoulders, it works my core, it even works my glutes. And last one, guys, North American river otter, river bends. Ready, guys? So I actually had an opportunity, well, a unique opportunity. I was swimming in a lake on Whidbey Island, and I came across some river otters. I've been lucky enough to swim with river otters. So they're pretty frequent, especially around here, but pretty frequent up in the United States. So you might have some in your own home area. 30-second rest. Grab some water if you need to. Get the heart rate down a little bit. That's 2 down, 6 to go. Now, I've had the opportunity to work with sea otters in the past. I worked with sea otters in New Orleans. Really, really fun animals. We're going to those sea otter floaters. And it is really neat to watch them use tools. Even in a controlled environment, they still use tools. They use their toys, they use the rock work to get to their food, make it a little bit easier for them. Switching on over, Asian small-clawed otters. Haven't had a chance to work with these. Again, countering those floaters we just did with a quick little swimmer at the top, at the bottom here. Crawl, crawl, glide. Chris got 3 in. Nice job. And closing up with getting with our giant otter amphibian crawls. So giant otters, as you can imagine, real original name. They are the largest species of the 13 otters in the world. But they actually don't weigh as much as the sea otters do. So they're bigger, but they weigh less than the sea otter. Is all that. I think they weigh the sea otters wet. Because sea otters actually don't have a lot of fat. They don't have any blubber. They actually they're basically bones and fur. So that's basically where they get their weight from. And we're resting. Nice job. That's round 3. But yeah, so giant otters are, believe it or not, they're still again significantly smaller animals than you might think, even though they're called giant otter. But they are one of the largest carnivores in South America. So in the Amazon, and one of the few animals that will brave piranhas for a meal. So they're pretty tenacious there. We've got 5 seconds. You guys ready for round 4? Hardcore otters is right. Our giant otters from South America. Sea otters found around the Pacific Northwest, and then actually the California sea otter. And then our Asian small-clawed otter found in Asia. Actually, otters are found in all continents except for Australia and Antarctica. Doing my little slide there. Come up. Let's see if I can get 3 like Chris did last round. There we go. Yay! Staying in that plank position. We're going to do our giant amphibian. Once again, this is working a lot of our shoulders. We're working our core still a little bit more here. So our otter is a bit core heavy. Our Tabata today is a little core heavy. So take it as you need to. Take it easy. We're on our river bends. And you can again follow along with with me, with Chris, or you know what? Follow along with Kitty. And yep, that's right, Chris. That is right. Kitty did the hardest part of any workout, and that is showing up. Again, so showing up is the hardest thing. So even if you can't do everything that we're doing, you have to modify. That's great. That's like you. You keep working, keep having fun, doing what you can, but keep showing up. That's how you get better. Kitty knows that better than anybody. All right, guys, we are halfway through. Back on our backs. The otters otter-like exercises. They do like core exercises. Hopping up for our inchworms.
3, 2, 1. Exercise 2.
Now otters are what we call mustelids. They are carnivorous animals, and every species is known to eat crustaceans, insects, and small animals, frogs. Yeah, thanks. Another small animal. So carnivorous animals, they eat meat. Most of the otters that I've ever worked with, again, mostly sea otters, but river otters and small-clawed otters really like crustaceans, crab, shrimp, and other yummies like that. In fact, we used to give crab claws to our sea otters as a thank you for a good job done. Oh, job well done. Good job done. And then also use this crab as a high value reinforcement for their enrichment. So one of the things that otters are known for is, again, using tools. So what sea otters typically do is they use a rock, place it on their belly, and then take their food, such as abalone or a sea urchin, and bang it onto that rock on their belly, just like we're doing, bang bang, to crack open that shell and get to the meat that's inside those shells. So they use a tool, and they do cute human things with their hands. All right, guys, this is round, I have no idea, round 5, yeah?
I think so.
Round 5, guys. We're more than halfway done. Keep that up. Now, if you actually, again, this is a little late in the game, but you've probably seen I've been doing some little modifications. Again, placing my feet on the ground is one way. You can actually keep your knees up and just do sit-ups. You can even do crunches if you need to. So go at your pace, make it your own, just have a little bit of fun. We're on to our inchworm. I think I'm going to call these the Asian small clawed gliders. Walk, walk, glide. All right, got 5 seconds left. Can we get one more in? I can. Onto the amphibian crawl. This is also known as a lizard crawl, I think. Gecko. I think it's also known as a gecko. Going at your pace. Chris and I are doing the full amphibian, but again, you can come down to your knees, like Chris just did. 8 rounds is a lot, guys, and not a whole lot of rest in between. We're giving you just enough to recoup and get back to it. Now, with the river bends, you can actually intensify it by slowing down. I know sometimes you think slowing down is easier. Actually, for this one, slowing down puts a little bit more of that intensity on there. So you can actually improve by slowing down a little bit. All right, guys, we're up to round 6. 3 more. Grab that rest. That 30 seconds goes by super fast. But you know what? So do those 20 seconds of work. So keep it up. We are almost done with our very first World Otter Day Tabata. Tabata! What's the matter with you? Woo! Cracking shells. Getting to the meat inside. Swimming on my back. Doing cute human things with my hands. This is why sea otters aren't things to mess with. Because they do lots of crunches. And as I mentioned, these animals, they're small, they're adorable, but they are still predators. I'm not going to quite make that. They are still predators. In fact, the sea otter itself has a bite pressure of a black bear. So they are cute. They are, but they are mighty. They be small, they be mighty. So they do, even though, yeah, as I said, even though they're really, really cute, they do demand our respect. And one of our, don't piss off an otter. No, don't do that. Or at least try. And yeah, in case you're wondering, I have been bit by an otter. It did not feel good. All right. If you would like to learn a little bit more about ZooFit, support us on Patreon. We're doing a lot of exciting projects. We'd love to have your support to make them the best that they can be so we can help you live green, train positive today, tomorrow, and forever. We've got the last 2 rounds, guys. Let's give it our all. We're going to just go all out with these. I'm gonna try the last 2. Let's go all out. I'm gonna save my voice, save my breath here. We'll get 3 here, yes.
3, 2, 1. Exercise 2.
You have your hands up.
It's like a burpee.
3, 2, 1.
That's like you.
Like your kitty.
3, 2, 1. Exercise 3.
This one's harder if you sit down.
This one is harder if you slow down.
Going all out on this one. Going
2, 1, and flip on over.
3, 2.
Guys, ready?
Exercise 4.
Woo! Nice job. High five to you. Awesome. What's that? Oh, that was our last round. Nice. We went so hard. We lost track. There you go. That was our otter Tabata. Hope you had some fun. Great job. We worked our core hard. We worked our muscles hard. So again, you can relax, stretch out. Doing some arm stretches. This is a great stretch to do after you've worked your core really hard. It's called up dog, or we can call it the posing otter. Posing otter. Our legs are just straight behind us, and we're actually trying to push our shoulders down, keep our head up, let that stomach just drape to the floor. And come back into child's pose, stretching otter. Stretching otter. And then back to posing otter. One last stretch. And nice job, everyone. Good job. Awesome. That's the way to train positive on World Otter Day. Let me know what you thought. Tell me what your favorite otter was, what your favorite otter is, what your favorite otter exercise was, and we'll see you all again next time.